try it again.
Nah, fuck that. Nigga, let it ride.
For the people in the
So
background.
he said he's gonna try it again. Welcome to the Inebriated broadcast, motherfuckers, because this shit is gonna be one take only.
That's it.
That's all.
Ain't nobody gonna do more shit than this.
Okay. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome
to the Inebriated podcast. This is your host, Sam C, and I have my guest here today. I have...
What the fuck is a guest, bitch?
Nigga, we family.
You know I have a special guest.
This ain't guest.
Nigga. Okay, it originally started with us.
Pretty much.
So, I have here Mr. Giovanni Velez.
What the fuck?
I have Miss Jillian Ferrari, and I have Mr. Tig.
Oh, we ain't gonna get the whole government out there like that.
Well, I mean, I would have said security, but I asked him, and that's what he didn't say. So,
Who the fuck? He hasn't gone by that nickname in years, bro.
Okay.
Tig, aka Chico. That's what it is. We in Miramar. That's the people who know me. That's it.
Boom. Welcome, everybody. This is a special episode of the Inebriated podcast.
Yep.
I have my guest here. This is off the rim, off the hip. We're just going to be getting inebriated and talking some relationship.
No, hold on, time out. We're not going to be getting inebriated.
No.
We are already inebriated.
Currently there.
Okay?
Like, we're just going to keep this shit going.
It's just, yeah.
Because today was such an eventful day that we're going to go in on that. And these are some of the greatest friends that I have straight out of Orlando or the Orlando area. And we're going to go from there. So welcome, guys.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for showing up. Thank you for joining us today.
Nigga, always, bro.
Today was quite eventful, so you know what I'm saying. We're not gonna get into the details, but it was quite eventful. But I'm glad my friends are here.
For sure, we're gonna definitely sum this up in
a few words.
Exactly.
A few words.
I've been drinking for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to edit that shit out.
I like it. I mean.
This is what it's about, though, man.
No, so how was your trip down? Because, I mean, you guys just came down from the Orlando area, and...
Oh, man, the fucking trip down sucked.
them 3 hours, like, how bad?
It wasn't that bad. Driving down from that Orlando area is chill.
Okay.
It's just once you've been out of South Florida for so long, it's accustomizing yourself to that routine, to that way of life down here. I realized I was back down south when nobody used fucking blinkers. I was like, holy shit. I was like, oh, we back into that mode. So you gotta lean forward and just stop bobbing and weaving like everybody else. You know?
Definitely different world. You definitely change everything. You drive, your attitude, your mentality, you change everything when you get around this bitch.
Oh, hell.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
So really, there's a big difference from South Florida to the Orlando or the northern Florida area.
Central
Florida. You would say there's a complete difference.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
1,000%?
The past 2 years, I've been traveling from literally...
Oh, wait, can you curse?
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean?
No, he's right.
Motherfucker, you gotta make sure.
No, there are some G-rated ones.
But yeah, so for the past 2 years, I've literally been driving legit across the state of Florida. Like, any given weekend, at any given time, I could be anywhere in Florida.
Okay.
No.
What?
No.
Let me hit that.
Are you sure?
That ass, nigga.
Okay, this nigga's gonna hit it. I'm not condoning this shit. This just happened. I won't say shit about it.
So, okay, so you've been traveling around all over Florida.
All of Florida, dog. And let me tell you something, man. The traffic out there. I moved from here to Orlando, and then from Orlando to Ocala. And now I'm in Tampa. I've been in Tampa for 3 weeks.
Okay.
But it's like the difference between the traffic is so crazy everywhere you fucking go.
Right, okay, but how do you feel like that now the beach isn't 30 minutes away?
The beach is 30 minutes away.
The beach is 30 minutes
away?
But
it's 30 miles away.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference.
Okay, all right.
It's
a different distance.
It's a way different time set. Like,
see, 30 miles over here, 30 miles over here, 30 miles over there.
Yeah, it's way
So, like, if a motherfucker lives in Kendall, you know, that ain't but, 30, 40, not even 30.
Strong 40 minutes.
It's 30 miles.
30 miles, but you're going at least a solid hour.
Solid hour.
For sure. From here to Kendall.
Okay.
It's like 30 miles. Give or take.
Okay.
Give or take. Maybe like 20-something miles. Over there, 30 miles is literally 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because the speeds are just so much higher.
Right.
It's not even
a more open road.
It's country road.
Yeah, you're more open road.
You know, people would. When I first moved up there, motherfuckers would be like, "Yo, you know, traffic must be crazy," and it's like, no. See, there's a difference. There's some shit called what I like to consider is called the country traffic.
Right, it's nowhere near the same.
It's not the same because all you got to do it's about driving around the car because you're on a highway where all these cars are going, but you have like a fucking semi who's holding everybody back, and that's your country traffic. It's not like down here where it's like traffic, everything's backed up. Nah, shit's still moving out there, man.
It's moving, right. It's just going slow.
So instead of like how we get the semis going down to the Port of Miami, you guys kind of get like Mormon carriages and shit. Getting us stuck.
Mormon carriages.
I'm saying in the middle of the road.
We live 3 hours north, nigga. Not 50 years back. All right.
No. Well, I mean, but that's what I'm trying to ask. Like as much as we say right now, okay, there's it's country traffic.
Yeah, country traffic is different, bro.
Right, but we also have to like distinguish the difference, like because a lot of people would like reference Georgia and like there's red clay roads and shit. Like,
well,
completely different.
I mean,
there's places like that around here too, nigga. You just gotta go far enough west.
Being in Orlando, okay, he's in Sanford.
Right.
Okay, so Sanford's 30 minutes outside of Orlando. Mm-hmm. I when I moved to Orlando, I was right in what the fuck did they call that shit? I was right by Altamont. It was Pine Hill, Altamont, Rosemont. Rosemont's technically where I was at. It's outside of the city. Yeah. So as the traffic isn't bad, but if you go 15 minutes in and you try to jump on I-4 to get somewhere, being a local, you fucking avoid all parts of that shit.
Right, worlds of traffic.
Because it's legit, is like you just said, worlds of traffic. Everybody's fucking there. And it's worse than Miami. But being 15 minutes outside of it, it makes it completely different. And that's what people don't look at. You know what I mean?
Right. No, it changes the whole dynamic of traffic. Like down here, I mean, any one of us can attest to this because we've all lived down here at one point in time, that even though, like, let's say Aventura is like the nearest, richest city around in our general area.
That whole driving situation over there is all fucked up.
Right. And
it's like, bro, you just got 199th, you got 183rd, or what is it, Ives Dairy? And what's the other one?
183rd.
183rd. And both of them motherfuckers get backed up, dog. It's literally to go 2 fucking miles.
It's congested.
It's taking 20 minutes.
4 or 5 lanes.
Right.
Nigga, it's 4 or 5 lanes. And I was watching some shit the other day online. It was talking about, like, it doesn't matter how many lanes you put in the fucking road. There's always going to be traffic because all that's just doing is just adding more people.
Right.
If less people drove, then there'd be less traffic.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's what it is, bro. And that's why you always got to make sure you do shit smart and safe. It's like, yo, if we going to fucking go out, we're definitely going to be going out after this shit.
Right.
And if we're being responsible, we only have 1 beer, we feel all right. Of course, drink responsibly, drive responsibly. Make sure you're within your parameters. You're not like too banged up because 1 beer for you might not be the same thing for 1 beer for me.
Facts.
Make sure that you're responsible enough, and because you go out in one piece, you expect to come back.
Right.
But of course, there's also ride share.
Not everybody.
To the mic.
There's also like ride share things and stuff like that. And taxis and stuff like that. You gotta definitely take advantage of all that stuff because, bro, life is too fucking short, and it's like to be drinking and driving like that. So it's like if you could prevent that by just
unless you're a triple D, nigga. If you're a triple D, nigga, then you just gotta do it.
That's just reckless. Ain't nobody gonna fucking incriminate nobody. That's just reckless. We too old for this shit, dog. Look, I'm 30. I got a house.
Amen to the triple D's out there that keep doing this shit.
I got a fiance, nigga.
Salute to that.
Yes,
bro. That's
for
true.
sure.
Amen. Listen, what a lot of people don't understand is that, like, we started this shit years ago.
We should have been did this
years. Years, and we always talk shit about doing something like this.
Right. But you know what? I'm glad that I'm doing it now. We're doing it now because the technology is crisp and clear enough to where, like, now once we broadcast this, people will be able to see our facial expressions like clearly as
sure.
much as they would on a movie or a television screen of their favorite television show or their favorite movie.
Hey, let me call you back, baby.
And so,
yeah.
So when I'm filming this now, and I'm glad I made the move to it, and I'm glad to share it with you guys and my best of friends. Like, it's riveting, and it's great for me to share with the audience that, you know, our lives and their lives are very similar, very much the same. Even if, you know what I'm saying, you guys are in Orlando, like it's it's worlds together but worlds apart. You feel me?
Might I add to this? I want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You're doing things.
Oh yeah.
It's all about supporting each other, making sure, you know. One thing that a lot of people don't know, we've been friends for 20 years. We were talking about it today. We were talking about it today. We've been friends for damn near 20 years. And it's like, a lot of people can't say that shit.
At all. Or they're dead.
Can't say that shit. Or they're dead. You know what I mean? And it's like, shouts out to everybody out there who's doing their thing. Like, I try to support everybody I can. Like, that's one of the reasons, like, I came down this weekend on some personal matters. Obviously, the family. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into that later. But it's like, straight up support to everybody who's doing their thing out there. Like, we all have to grow the fuck up.
It don't matter what it is, bro. It could be on fucking IG. It could be on fucking whatever. Nigga, it don't take nothing but double tapping the fucking picture, showing you support.
That's
you know, because it's like, the more motherfuckers get into the shit, nigga, the more the shit just gets popping and shit.
Like I was
so by doing that shit, nigga, you're helping, and it's not costing you shit.
It's
at all.
It's not. It's a simple care that people don't realize today. Like, I would love to list names right now. There's many names that a lot of y'all people know that I want to throw out there right now.
Right.
But, you know, you can't even do that right now, because at the end of the day, it's like you end up leaving somebody out. Somebody feels some type of way.
Oh, he didn't give me on the shout out.
Like, legit. Social media today is all about just a touch of a motherfucking button, bro.
Facts.
And this amount of support that you do from that split second, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I show love right now. I don't read. I bought a book.
Facts. That's what's up.
That's facts.
Nigga.
That's facts.
No, you know what?
I listen to audiobooks.
I've been thinking about start getting into audiobooks. Like, seriously.
Definitely start getting into audiobooks. But you got to get into good audiobooks, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, 48 Laws of Power.
Right. Sun Tzu, Art of War, like real reads.
Real reads and shit like that. Get those in under your belt, because it's like the world right now is fucking changing, but it's like I've always said this shit. Monopoly ain't changed, just the pieces on the board.
Facts.
I got original Monopoly, I got Ghetto Monopoly, I got Game of Thrones Monopoly, I got Passport Monopoly.
I got real cash Monopoly, bitch.
It's crazy. It's like the game just doesn't change, it's just the pieces on the board. None of this shit has changed. It's still always going to be gin. There's always going to be some type of rum. There's always going to be some type of vodka. The only thing that's going to change is just fucking labeling.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Branding.
It's like, now you, as a person, you just have to make your choice as to what you want to support. You want to support these people that ain't never done shit for you, or motherfuckers from your own hood that, you know what, dog, I'd rather see somebody from my hood prosper. So where I'm living right now, I don't try to go downtown Orlando. I try to stay within my city and supporting that city.
Local,
local businesses, dog. Because it's like, dude, I support a local business rather than going to like a big chain every once in a while. Like, you know, dog. Just if everybody did that shit at least one time a week, you'd see like a 10% growth, or some crazy growth.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's like, you know, instead of going to like one of these medical marijuana places, you go to your local dope boy. You know, I'm just saying.
No. That's how it is. It is simple economics like that do make the biggest impact. Like, and I was actually on one episode, I was actually going to get into that on how, like, especially in South Florida or in other states,
nigga, the whole state of Florida, nigga.
Well, no, even California, like. Yes, I understand. Weed dispensaries are there; they're available. You know, they're very profitizing right now on the green market. On the, you know what I'm saying, it's the new green rush instead of the gold rush. But what I was going to say is that those companies are isolated in which they are being protected and have a major financial advantage compared to your grassroots mom and pop, obviously, greenery provider.
Now I gotta
weed provider. I guess.
Definitely have to step into that though, because at the end of the day, scared money don't make money though.
Right,
These
but
motherfuckers have put in so much fucking money and so much time and so much effort in their beliefs of what the fuck they're doing. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel you.
right, but who's been putting in more time in the weed industry than the black community? Honestly.
But it's not always.
It's not even.
No. But I'm not even getting into a color thing. I'm just making a point. Who's invested more time in just the weed industry? I didn't say any other industry.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the weed industry alone.
Okay.
Than the black community.
Everybody.
No.
But you don't understand.
Yeah.
What were the 60s, bro? What were the
Weed is
70s?
weed.
Right, but what I'm saying
Like,
is,
you're definitely throwing that shit way off. Because what a lot of people don't understand is that this shit right here, like, motherfuckers do this shit more than anybody else in the fucking world. Like, this drug, it shouldn't be a drug.
Right, but the buy-in, that's the point I was trying to get to. The buy-in, just to participate in this, I think is a little bit greedy. It's a little bit unlawful.
How?
It's not
Nigga,
greedy,
because
it's not
dog,
unlawful.
you gotta
But
fucking.
you gotta understand. No.
Dog, it costs money to make money,
Right,
bro.
Exactly.
But with the green industry, it don't cost money to make money
Yes,
like that.
fucking
Yes, it
does.
do,
No, it
nigga.
don't, because, bro, you could
It's a
grow,
legalized process. What you gotta
yeah,
understand?
but you can grow a plant outside in your backyard, and anybody can do that. It's
Yes.
literally from the grass.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Okay.
And by law, you're allowed to have
allowed
6
to.
plants.
Okay, but it's like even the
But
moonshining
that's-
industry. Right now, they have the moonshining industry on TV, on display, having whole soap opera dramedies.
No, but that's the shit.
But hold on, they
Nigga,
have
these
the
things come in fads, bro.
right.
That's where the whole.
what I'm
That's where. No, this is
All
where the
this
whole,
shit comes in fads, bro.
Welcome to America plays in. On
Yeah, nigga, the
freedom
house,
of
land of
yeah,
the
but,
free.
but see, look, we know that moonshining is illegal, straight off the book, straight across the board. But there's literally TV shows right now about moonshining,
Yeah,
which is crazy.
exactly.
But that's like if somebody makes a real show, a full show, not like Underworld Inc. or Drugs Inc. Like that's like somebody making a full show about cocaine. Like a full show, like not just like these dramedies or
How to
these
out there,
doctor,
doctor-
no, that's doctor dramas. No, I'm talking about right. I'm talking about
How to
like,
make the shit from
yeah,
scratch.
I'm talking about the next level of empire. Like I'm talking on some like a real guy.
Get 50 acres.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's how it starts, right?
Get cement. Get gas.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Turn the fuck up.
Like,
You're about to be rich.
bro, I'm talking like on a keeping up with Kardashians level. Like, it would be crazy. The American society would flip on its head if right now if there was an opium. Let's say opium. If there was a show about opium, like a dramedy or a docu-series.
There was a bunch of them motherfuckers.
No, bro.
Okay,
About the fucking,
now here's where it gets creative. Are you talking like you just said? Because you just said specific words that I like hearing. A docu-series or a series.
But I'm talking about a live.
Somebody's
No, I'm talking about like I'm talking about a live
Those the
series.
words that you like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know.
A bunch of words I like.
No. But what I'm saying is like I don't know exactly what it's like a surreal life,
Yeah, like
a reality TV,
like a Teen Moms type shit.
right? But I'm talking about opium, not like intervention where they're helping people. I'm talking about a nigga like growing opium,
Like actively doing it.
right?
himself.
Going to Thailand or Indonesia, like these off fucking
So
countries.
you mean recording somebody's first try and then
No,
recording
no,
them live?
no,
or what?
beyond that, no, beyond the uses. I'm talking about like the actual going into these farmlands in Afghanistan, picking out opium, talking to dealers, like being live, not like a movie, not like a docu-movie that, this happened or somebody did it and then didn't get away with it, because
But I mean, there's shows out there like that.
no, there's not. No, there's not. No, there's not.
Trigger, there's like,
No,
but that's the
Drug
thing.
Drug
though.
Inc., but they never show you the real drug. And see, if you ever look at those documentary series, and I promise you can never see any of those shows unless it's on like YouTube or Viceland.
Well, no
where they
shit,
actually
they
show you the
wanna
drug.
fucking
It's
show that
Viceland.
shit.
Drug
Time out,
Inc.
time out.
is premiered on Viceland. By
Time
the
out,
way,
time out.
Yeah, but they don't show the drug.
look,
That's
listen,
all
we're
I'm
not
saying.
sponsored
Bro.
by this shit or anything, but if y'all don't have Viceland, dog, I guarantee you
Nah,
gotta watch
no
that shit. That's
fucking-
some of the realest shit
Oh,
that you
facts.
fucking watch, dog. That's
But what I'm
facts.
saying is like
I mean,
they
yeah,
can't
yeah,
actually
bro.
show the drug because it's criminal. And if you
Exactly,
ever, but if you
shit,
ever,
bro.
and
But it falls under a fucking reporting aspect. I don't know the exact law. Y'all motherfuckers look that shit up. But there's a freedom of news that these motherfuckers have a law that this shit can happen, and that's why there's TV shows out there like that.
Vice. But Vice is more of education and documentation. What I'm trying to explain to you guys is that there cannot ever be a show that literally shows the process of the manufacturing or the process of proceeding in illegal activities. And this is actually a cinematic law. There's a law that any movie, and you can think about it from the beginning of time, there is no movie that can be documented that shows the success of a bad guy. There can't of no possible way, like of a drug lord or anything like that has a negative aspect in drugs.
Like where the criminal wins.
They can never show a movie where the criminal wins. No, but what I'm saying that the government puts sanctions.
Do I have to look this shit up right now?
But the government puts literally sanctions on films to be even documented this way.
Yeah, because they don't want to get themselves exposed. Like, what the
fuck?
Well,
not only themselves, they expose themselves all the time. Because there's movies, American-made, there's movies like Wolf of Wall Street that expose these aspects of greed. But you can never, in American film, only American film, other places you can do this. Only in American film, you can, yes you can. Only in American film is it illegal to ever show the bad guy as far as the, like a drug lord, even if it could be fictitious, because like even Scarface could never have won that battle. He had to die at the end. They had to be in jail. No, they had to be in jail or incarcerated.
That's
you know what?
I haven't looked it up.
No, look on. There's World Star. There's a special on YouTube. There's a special. There can never be a film made. If it's science fiction, if it's science fiction, they can win.
Go into that.
and this is where all the conflicts start at.
And this is where the whole idea of this whole thing came from.
Facts.
I'm doing this shit on
that has to be only fictional stuff then.
Right, science fiction, the bad guy can win because it has no relevance in real life. I'm talking about real life, like
non-fiction story, like basically.
No, but even it could be fiction. It just can't be science fiction because that's what I'm saying. Even Scarface cannot survive. They cannot ever make a movie in which Scarface wins legally and
well, at least that shit actually kind of fucking makes sense though. If you think about it.
No.
But
they don't win. They always get incarcerated. Vin Diesel got incarcerated technically at the end of the movie.
Hold on.
How many times?
But he still wins.
No, twice actually, right?
Nigga, Vin Diesel's always been the bad guy and all that.
But always gotten locked up.
But he's still always out running away.
Right, but you can show a breakout, but you have to show them getting incarcerated.
That's still a fiction thing.
I'm telling you, I really see, and this is where
and then you're like basically saying like, so they did that whole shit with Breaking Bad.
Right, even in Breaking Bad, they could not show Walter White actually winning. Walter White is based on a real person. Like, Walter White went to jail for his crime. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they can never make a show.
You can't make a show if the motherfucker's still winning.
Right. That's my point. But it shouldn't be that way.
No, just think about it logically, though. You cannot make a show about a motherfucker that's still winning. Why? Because he's still winning. You can only make a show after he loses, because after he loses,
it's over. But no,
that's the whole show.
No,
the whole show is him going from
because that's like
Luke Cage.
Not nothing, winning, and then
because that's like Godfather.
Bro, you're not listening. You cannot have something where the motherfucker you're portraying somebody's fictional, non-fictional life.
Okay.
But if it's based on a true story, if the motherfucker is still winning in life, you can't show
that he's still winning.
Yeah, you can't show that he's still winning because what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, but what if it's a fictional character like Scarface?
Then it's a fiction. It's off of somebody's fucking imagination.
But even a fictional character can't win. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Of course, a fictional character.
No,
but why not?
Because it's against the law.
Bullshit. Because fucking Dexter did that shit. Dexter won. He fucking left. He was killing motherfuckers left and right.
Yeah, but at the end of the show, he most likely got went to jail.
He did it, bro. He went. Got into a fucking fishing boat and then left off. So he lived his day life on a fishing boat.
So that was the end of Dexter.
He was killing niggas left and right, dumping their bodies in Miami Ocean.
Right. But so you
telling me? I used to work in Brooklyn. Them fuckers used to come down there and record that shit.
So you telling me in Dexter,
yes,
he never got caught.
He Never got caught.
It's to the end. Season finale, series finale.
He never got caught.
Okay, I mean, I'll check.
In the last season of that shit, the motherfuckers came out like looking like the Power Rangers and shit like that.
All right, I'll go. I never really watched Dexter, bro. I watched Dexter.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Right.
Looking like motherfucker.
Right. Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
But what I'm saying is
that shit.
No, and I hear you, but I never watched it, so I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Watch the first episode.
That's what I'm saying. As far as you calling that shit a law, I really
there's
feel
really
like
a law. No,
there's
there's really a law. I can show you the law. It's on. There's a War Star little clip doc.
This motherfucker.
No. Honestly, it's a law.
This shit was supposed to not be scripted.
No, it isn't scripted. But
this thing over here pulling up facts and shit like that. Nah, bitch.
Right,
but
like you see sis over here. By the way,
she's over here.
Hey,
over
she
here
doing
fucking
this shit for
going
me
through the
because-
fucking phone and shit like that. Like, man,
And this is
nigga
how it
can't
be.
It's not really.
It's always the
understanding
same
what I'm trying to
bullshit
say.
with this nigga. Hold on, let me fucking scroll through this. God damn it, where is it?
Hey man, we do gotta say. Dude,
no, like okay, like even again, there's another law that you cannot ever show like the army being the bad guy. Like you can show people in the army doing bad things and then eventually get caught.
What do you mean?
But that's what I'm saying. Like
The army's not the bad guy.
no, I'm saying. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Like, let's say, like, the war in Afghanistan, you always have to show that the Americans are winning. Or the Americans are doing something in the aspect of
That whatever they're doing
positivity.
is for a good thing.
Right, for the positive good. That you can never show America. In American cinematics, you can never show
Actually, there was a
America in a
movie.
bad film.
What movie was that? Where they robbed the dope boys?
I did not do my research on any of this.
Nah,
shit.
nigga, there was a movie
Training
like
Day?
that. No, nigga, where they robbed the dope boys.
Three Kings?
They went to, it was like 5 Navy SEALs or some shit like that. They went down into fucking...
You talk about the
Final Frontier, that just came
Final
out.
Frontier, nigga, yeah, with Ben Affleck.
Right, but-
and the nigga gets popped in the head on a rock.
Right, but did they not get caught?
Nah, they all died.
Right, okay, but that's my point.
Except the one motherfucker.
Okay.
No, 2 motherfuckers, and then he gave him the coordinates where the cash was.
Okay.
I wish. I wish.
But that's
nigga, no, it's a badass movie.
No, it was a good movie.
Ben Affleck.
Even though Ben Affleck was in it, it was a good movie.
Yo, like, for real, bro. I don't even know why the fuck that nigga still acting. Bro.
Bro, oh my god.
Dog, dead ass, nigga, bro. Shit don't make no fucking sense.
At all. But okay, besides that, let's get into sci-fi.
Bro, it's fucking Ben
got it?
Affleck, bro. You should have stopped.
No, I didn't get it, but
Okay.
it's not understanding what I'm saying, so I can't
Go
find it.
Go off.
All it's telling me about is the Son of Sam law.
Okay.
Son of
Which
Sam.
is-
Son of Sam, son of me. You niggas is the son of me.
It says it's a term for any law designed to keep criminals from profiting from the publicity of their crimes.
Right.
But it just says that
It's basically like if motherfucking Frank Lucas was selling blue magic.
such
And
laws.
the
still
motherfucking movie
selling
was
blue
just
magic.
still selling blue magic. And yeah, nigga, you can't do that.
Yeah, it
Right,
says
and
That shit right there. Nigga, that's not what you said.
That is what I'm saying. The bad guy has to lose, has to go to jail or die. It has to be.
yeah, no, it doesn't say. It's just saying that this one that the criminals can't profit from their story being
Exposure.
portrayed,
Right.
and if there is any
So that's why,
compensation, that the government is allowed to take it
that's why the
and
police.
distribute it to the victims of that crime.
So
Right,
that's why
right.
the police be targeting all these rappers.
No, but it's even crazy because like these
Targeting shit,
these
man. They
crime-
target me, nigga.
no, but these crime investigations.
Shut
Right.
your
target
ass
you.
up, bro.
That's
They
how
target me. They don't target you.
But let's talk. Let's
What you
do
mean?
that for another day. Let's do that
We
for
ain't
another
gonna
day.
do this, brother. We'll do this shit now.
See,
Fuck that shit.
and this is what it's all about because
Damn
motherfucker,
right.
there ain't supposed to be scripts on this motherfucker.
It's not.
But let me tell you something, nigga. I was riding with Peanut. For y'all that don't know, Peanut, 14-year-old, my little brother.
6'2", 290 pounds, 14-year-old.
Yes,
Right.
As a
Big
matter of
ass
fact, that
motherfucker.
nigga, when y'all gonna be watching this, he'll be in New York playing
Damn
for
right.
the playoffs.
You're gonna be in the playoffs.
One time for the
Motherfucker.
Kobe Bulldogs.
Whoop whoop.
But yeah, like straight the fuck out. I forgot what the fuck I was saying.
Who were you targeting?
Targeting.
Two white
We're
people
talking
in the
about
car.
targeting.
I have my little brother in the car. Now,
Uh-huh.
mind you, I drive a 1990 Honda Accord.
With
My
fucking,
little
hold
brother.
on, bitch. You
My
look
fucking beater.
now.
It's
Yeah,
a beater.
you're a
It's a
beater.
fucking
You
beater.
got fucking snake bites on. That big ass bite chain.
Okay, but I have my little
Besides,
brother in the car.
No,
Like,
nigga, you
pulled
look
over. I have,
fucking. You look reckless, bro. So yes, nigga.
So targeting should be allowed. That's what you're saying.
For motherfuckers that look reckless, yes.
I'm a
Okay.
target. So I'm a target. I'm reckless.
You look reckless.
So I'm in,
nigga.
so okay. Let me
Yes.
ask you a question. what kind of vehicle would I have to be in order to not look reckless?
You have to be in a vehicle.
A 2017.
You have to be in a vehicle. You have to be in a vehicle without the motherfucking snake bites in your damn mouth. And that
so
fucking
my
bike chain around your fucking neck. That. Nigga,
so my
dog,
image of myself. So
you
the
look
image of myself.
Because nigga, look, when I'm trying to look hood, nigga, dog, you gotta look good. But dude, there's just certain ways that you gotta carry yourself, bro. Nigga, there's like certain genres or certain eras in fucking fashion that niggas just should have left in that era. You feel me? So it's like,
so because I stayed in the 90s, I was wrong for so many years?
yes, bitch. You stayed in the 90s. The 90s is done, nigga. We in fucking 2019.
You gotta play with that one.
Nigga, for real, bro. Like, yeah, don't get it twisted. I still got a couple fucking 5XTs in my fucking closet and shit like that. I fucking 5X fucking jersey from Orlando. Why? Because the other ones was just too. I'm not trying to over here look like these fucking reggaetoneros with the fucking tight ass jersey.
Hold on, you gotta get your nails done, nigga?
Right,
by the way,
fucking
fuck y'all motherfuckers, goddammit. We are fucking men.
Well, Gio actually did he
I grow my nails out because it's a habit of mine that I fucking succeeded in. Okay, I used to chew my nails down to my fucking goddamn nubs to where I used to bleed. Okay, so I grow my nails out, but these are natural. When they break, they break. Y'all motherfuckers stop going out there and get your fucking nails done, nigga. And if you got a problem with the fuck I'm saying, nigga, come see me.
Okay.
Bitch, I got what you mean stop getting your nails done?
No, they gotta see it with a nail file.
I got motherfucking manicures and pedicures sometimes.
No,
Sometimes.
so you finna go and get those fucking claws put on.
Claws, bitch.
Yes,
Fucking
nigga, did you
claws,
not
nigga.
see these
Both of the
motherfuckers?
shits out, nigga. Cut your cuticles.
Bro.
We grown, nigga.
These
Nigga,
niggas
No,
with
he's
nails
talking
like
about the
my
press
girl,
on
bro.
nails. Yeah, he's talking about the Bad Bunnies of the world with the press on
Look
nails.
at Bad Bunny, nigga. Why is Bad Bunny? Why is Bad Bunny?
Why hate him though?
What do you mean, why hate him?
Why hate on him, bro?
He's painting his nails. That's
Nigga,
right.
you coming from a nigga with a man bun. How the hell you gonna hate this
Coming
nigga?
from a nigga with a man bun, yes. Do you know why I have a man bun?
Why, bitch?
I live in Florida. You know why I grow my hair out?
Why?
I grow my hair out. No,
You did it for the same reason I did.
Negative. I grow my hair out. Okay. My godbrother, he died at 7 years old from brain cancer. Okay. And I grow my hair out. And I donate my hair. You hear me? So that way these kids can get wigs as they're fucking going through shit.
Oh, for sure.
I live in Florida,
Positive.
so it's fucking hot, bitch. This shit
You'd
is
rather have
fucking
a low boy.
hot.
Yeah.
I grow enough hair on the top of my motherfucking head to make a wig.
On that tip.
No, he's been doing wigs for kids
I'm
for
able to
years.
do. I'm
He's
able
been
to
doing
do.
wigs for kids probably for like
On
20
that
years.
tip.
Nigga, since I met you, nigga, I was 9 years old.
When was the last time you did it, though? When was the last time you just
The last
chopped
time
it
he
all
cut his
off?
hair.
The last time I cut my hair was about 3 years ago. It's almost due.
Almost due, motherfucker. 3 years. Look like you just got a cut.
Oh, the side.
Alright, nigga, yo, the size, nigga. What are you talking about? What are you talking about,
Bro,
nigga? Are you
gonna
have me pull my hair out so that way you can let these people see what the fuck 3 years
Nigga,
does to
the
your hair?
haircut on the side, bitch.
Yes,
Motherfucker
it's
nigga just
hot,
went
nigga.
with
We
the top.
live
It's South Florida
fucking
hot.
Florida,
Yeah,
bro.
Motherfucking South Florida hot. Yes, nigga. I did the shit too, bro.
Okay.
My shit was down longer than yours,
Exactly,
nigga.
nigga. Like this is what it is.
Again,
That shit is
mine
long.
It is really long.
a month ago was
And it's
longer
3
than yours.
Nah,
No,
you're
it wasn't,
crazy.
nigga. We had this.
Yeah,
No,
Gio has
I
like,
walked-
the longest
okay, time
hair
out,
I've ever
pause.
met.
I
Bro.
walked into this man's fucking front door of his house. Okay.
Yeah.
And I took my hair out and I looked at him and he was like, I got longer hair than you. And I was like,
You're crazy.
nigga, from the
I
back
did.
to the front. And this nigga would not do it. He wouldn't. He's
I
still
did.
talking shit.
I did, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
you did this to this. And you wanna know what?
Bullshit,
I had
motherfucker. I
you
went
from
from here to down here, nigga.
No, bro. No, you did not.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't hurt
Oh,
nobody's
no.
feelings right now. You're getting in that ass.
Bullshit.
But you feel me? Like, what is a see? This has been my biggest problem growing up, though. What does an appearance have to do with anybody's fucking personal standards or
It has to
anything?
deal with people's personal safety.
Oh,
Their
okay.
personal. Now, let me finish.
Dig. Yeah, you're gonna
Let me
dig.
finish.
Ugh.
Shut
And
the
this
fuck
is
up,
where the
nigga.
cans of worms open.
Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Look, unfortunately, there's motherfuckers in society that see a motherfucker in a polo and some khakis and some dress shoes as safe.
But if he had a hijab, would he be dangerous?
Of
With
course.
the same
But
outfit?
you don't know that.
Whoa! Well, I'm saying with the
You don't
same
know that.
outfit with a
So
hijab,
look,
would he be
At a
dangerous?
99.9%, there's that 0.1% that motherfucker might be a hitman. Now look.
With a hijab, that makes a difference?
With a what?
A hijab. Hijab?
Oh,
the head
the
wrap?
turban shit.
I thought you were talking about like a hitman.
No. What do you mean, hitman? That's not a hijab.
Like 99.
Oh, a hijab?
I can't even lie. I thought you said the same
Thank
thing.
you.
We was last talking about it. Thank you, nigga. Like, bro, like,
No, I'm saying,
bitch.
I'm saying if he's in a polo dress shirt and and slack pants, but with a hijab on, is he dangerous?
No.
Depends who you ask.
Oh, bro, because then you have to be
See?
open-minded enough.
It's
That
stereotypes.
is a fucking
Right,
That is a
that's what I'm
religion.
saying,
You have to
the
respect
It's
it.
stereotypes.
So
And
should-
they're going to go off of it because, yes, a lot of the times they're going to be wrong, but they're going to be right occasionally.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That applies to everything. It's a stereotype.
Okay, so
For it to be a
should I
stereotype
be
means
worried-
it exists somewhere.
So should I be worried when Caucasian male?
You should always be worried.
Wait,
You should always be worried about
Maybe.
Caucasian
No,
male.
no.
Hey, yes, bro. You should always be worried about
Wait,
it.
So we do
wait.
kind of got to think like
What
that.
I'm saying, wait, hold on.
We?
I mean, I'm not white, nigga, but come on, bro.
Right.
Really?
Yes, you are.
No,
Because
no.
you the only motherfucker I know that can go into a casino, start saying fuck. Dude comes up to me and like, bro, I ain't do it.
True story.
He was like, what the fuck?
The classic
Bro.
casino at the poker table. True story, right
Jesus
now.
Christ, bro.
Go ahead.
This shit was fucking ridiculous, nigga. We over here fucking playing poker. No, we were playing blackjack. And I was
Blackjack.
winning. He was losing.
All right.
And he's just, oh, fuck this and fuck this. And he's just saying fuck so a ridiculous amount of times. Where I was like, damn, chill. Like, you need to chill. The fucking lady dealing the cards was like,
She ready to press that
like,
button.
she was like, yeah. She was over here like,
She wasn't ready to press that button. She pressed that
Beep.
motherfucker.
She held that motherfucker down.
Yes, she pressed that
And she's
button.
over here dealing with like one hand with a finger on the button. And I was like,
Oh my
damn,
God.
dog. Bro, dude comes up, walks up to me. He was like, excuse me, sir. I'm going to need you to settle down. I'm like, settle down? What you mean? I'm like, bro, that wasn't me first off. He was like, I don't know what the fucking problem is, fucking Gino. I don't know what the fucking problem is, but then, like, sir, I'm going to need you to stop cursing. I'm sorry, I got a fucking cursing fucking problem. I'm like, God damn, bro. What that
Story,
shit, dog?
man. True story.
Dog.
Yo, and you know what ended up happening at the end of the day?
They walked you out.
I sat at the table, I kept gambling, and they changed the fucking deal.
That was it, dog. The
Wow.
bitch
Oh
left.
my God.
I swear to you,
So
bro.
Gio
I
won.
felt so fucking. Yeah, Gio won. Why?
Yes.
White privilege.
But you remember when we were at the pool hall?
Oh,
and-
we know.
Oh,
Yeah, we know we was being black because. Excuse me, can you please not lean on the motherfucking pool tables?
Right.
What the fuck?
Now,
This
mind you,
nigga,
for anybody,
Gino.
for anybody, okay, for anybody
That
who
is a-
doesn't know,
that is a law. That is a
playing
law.
pool does get pretty serious. You know what I mean? If you ever been into a real pool hall, they're all fucking like.
It was a real empty pool hall, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it was a pool with Tammy,
If you
Johnny,
play pool,
whatever
you
the fuck.
know what I'm talking about.
It's
If you
her.
don't play pool, kind of understand.
Hey,
like,
look, no
it's a little
disrespect to
more serious than
LGBTQ,
anything.
whatever the fuck.
But no, that nigga bitch.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
like, yo, he was just
Yeah.
so disrespectful,
Now,
bro.
mind you,
Right.
this is
It was
a
like,
dude
look,
that turned
At
himself
this
into
point,
a
this is
chick,
about the
That,
so he
20
can get
ago.
fucked in the ass. You feel me?
What?
Like,
Are you making this up?
no, I'm not.
No,
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Deadass.
The bitch, it's called Lucky Seven. It's right there on Griffin and 440.
Nigga, don't
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
expose
okay.
that shit.
Yes.
Fuck them.
No, it's still
Yeah,
a
you're
pool
giving
hall.
them a shine.
Yeah, you giving
It's
them
okay.
too much of a shit.
It's okay.
Fuck
I
them
play pool there.
motherfuckers.
It is what it is.
Bitch, you don't play pool there, nigga. You live in
Not
Tampa.
anymore.
Not anymore. Not after this.
Alright.
It is what it is.
So,
No, but I stopped playing pool there. Fucking the only reason
I
I went
hope
there
that
after
they
that
play, bro.
situation when I invited y'all,
yeah.
when it was like, okay, I know I'm being black, like that shit was the last time that I went there for fun. Nigga.
No, thank God,
I didn't
thank
have
God.
to go there. I didn't.
You
go there.
told me about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember now.
True
Yeah.
story.
Steve was there. Jill was there.
Oh, I
Because
didn't know
we
I
were
did that.
both the ones that were getting bitched the
Harassed.
fuck out.
So I
Yeah.
played pool. I was playing pool on the league.
And that's the thing. That goes back to my fucking subject about safety.
One at a time. One at a time.
That's
Right.
what it was, nigga. It's like the motherfuckers ain't feel safe because of our appearance.
Right.
And we was looking thuggish as fuck.
But we were paying patrons, like we were paying customers.
Yes.
Oh, Doug, you fucking right.
So does that give me a
You
limited
absolutely
view
right.
or limited access to what I can and cannot go
So this
in
comes-
America?
No.
But
In
it's-
America.
Bro, that's
not
like this dude I follow. That's like this dude I follow on IG. His name is Derek Grace 2.
That's
right.
a lot of shine, bro. All right.
I know, fuck that. I mean, I get this dude a shine because, dog, look like just straight gangster, dog. Like, tatted up, yadded the hell up, but the man's talking about assets. And fucking, he's like, when you got a gun and shit like that, what motherfuckers see is a thug with a gun. But what I see is a man trying to protect his own.
Right. Okay.
So it's like, what's the difference between a white dude doing the shit with a fucking Confederate flag behind him or me doing this shit in the hood?
right.
Which
Exactly.
Yeah.
is
That's why
fucking right.
that's why I was gonna go
And
back.
this comes to where exactly what the fuck I started out with, whatever, how...
Right, this whole
it feels like
conversation.
30 minutes ago. Like, what does appearance have to do with anything? If I look like this, why are you judging?
Facts. That's what I'm saying. I was gonna say, like, should I be worried about a kid walking around with a Metallica T-shirt? Like,
Why?
well, that's what I'm saying.
Judging,
because the Columbine
Why
shootings
does
actually
appearance-
were-
Why does
Wearing
appearance have
that
to do
such-
so
that such
much
attire.
with today's
I mean, that's a little
fucking society?
specific, but
But this is true. Like, that's what I'm saying.
there's somebody in my class right now that I'm taking. He's the only guy in the class, and he looks like a fucking school shooter. Sorry, but
Okay.
he does. And we had a conversation about it one day when he wasn't there, and the
Remember,
teacher
he's
was...
probably gonna hear this, but it's okay.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's weird. He doesn't listen to podcasts.
Oh, he.
Let me block your face.
Right.
No, fuck him.
Actually, sit back a little bit because you might actually be in her shot.
It's fine. There's others.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely in her shot.
No, there's and we were talking about it one day, and the teacher was like, what if he came in one day with a long black coat on?
And it's a wrap.
And I'm like, I'm going the fuck home. That's what I'm doing. And somebody else in the class was like, really? I would just say hi.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, bitch, you say hi. You see what might happen. I'm out.
She might survive.
Sorry.
She might survive.
She might survive, but guess what? I know I'll survive because I will fucking be there.
But that's the problem. Like,
But it could,
why do the weird have to be outcasted?
because they're weird and it's not what society considers normal, so it's automatically all these negative connotations.
Yeah.
And that's
Could it be wrong 100%? But could it be right?
With
Yeah.
you.
I-
I see what they're saying.
I see both sides as well.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like now leaning more towards where the
I'm definitely an outcast lover. Like not for nothing.
Oh,
I don't like
weirdos in the world.
problems. I don't.
Nobody likes
fucking like
problems.
All right.
But if there's a
That's how I
problem
met
in
my
front of
chick.
me and I
You
see a
gotta stop
solution,
doing
I'm gonna fucking handle
I
it.
tell them that all the time.
You feel me?
Facts.
I'm gonna
Stop
fucking handle that shit.
opening shit with your mouth.
It's all right.
No.
So-
I got good
PSA,
dentures.
everyone.
These shits are not falling
You got
out.
good dentures?
I tried. Yeah. No, like
He has
dental.
like fang teeth. Like
Yeah, this
y'all
Chompers.
don't really
Yeah,
know.
these shits
Y'all
are not
zoom
coming
into
out.
this motherfucker's teeth.
I
Like
wish
this
we
motherfucker-
could
Oh my
wipe
God.
the camera and just.
And that's fine. My shit's good. My shit's locked in. So
There
he goes, he's fucking
the dentist
Yeah.
can't even take
Wherever the
this
fuck
out.
we went with this shit. 'Cause
So-
we done hit
no.
some topics
and
right
we
now.
and we did, and I hope a lot of people are just taking this information and using it in their daily lives and trying to make a change. And the things that we are mentioning, I'm not using it to attack any particular group or any particular
No, it's
aspect
not
of
meant to
society.
do that, but
All I want to say is that it should be an equal opportunity, really, real equal opportunity, not just equal opportunity on paper. Like,
Of course, but
no,
it's
but
like,
like, but
it
like,
goes back to
no,
the
but like
fucking-
Muhammad should be treated just as good as Tyrone, and Tyrone should be treated just as good as Bill from accounting. Like, that's all I'm trying to say. Like, everybody should be
Jake from State Farm, Kodak Black
should be treated equally.
should be treated equally.
Of course, but you.
And I know you're gonna say I know. I
Hold on,
already see it on
hold
your
on,
face.
hold
You're
on,
gonna be like, nah, fuck Kodak, and just
no, not fuck him, but like,
That's the dog. Check.
whatever. But
He
It's
whatever.
the truth, man. Hey, look, man, from the look.
it's
man,
not
from
great. Listen, even if he's not doing
if
great
you
things,
don't want to be portrayed in a negative way, don't make yourself so easily accessible to be ridiculed and called out and stereotyped.
Right.
When you do retarded shit,
Other people gotta drink, homie.
Relax.
Go
thank God.
ahead.
When you
Do
do
it.
retarded shit, that's what's gonna
Do it
happen.
now.
Oh, right.
Do it!
But
It's just going to prove people's pre-existing stereotypes.
But is there...
If you don't want to be a stereotype, don't fucking act like one.
Right, but there's...
And that applies to all people.
Okay,
But it's just like the gentleman that try to help like these two kids and like help them like sell candies and shit. And then like he was already being like looked up for his rap sheet. This is a real thing. This actually happened. They were looking up his rap sheet, seeing that he previously
that's
performed-
real life right now.
Look, see, you know, like,
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom. Thanks, Mom.
and
This
see,
is in a separate
and
apartment.
and see, and wait, hold on. So this adult man was helping these two kids like sell candies and shit. And once it was being debuted and displayed, like, oh my god, people are doing great. You know what I'm saying? There's camaraderie and community like support. They went and brought up his whole rap sheet. And yes, he had prior convictions. Yes, he had prior. Wait, but after he did it, right? But after he already did his time, he did the crime. Are you still gonna turn around and say that he can't do anything positive for the rest of his life?
He can, but what's going to say that the crime isn't going to be committed again? It already was committed once.
Right, but
Or considering he has a rap sheet, as you said, that usually means multiple offenses. So has he done this multiple times?
well, maybe not the same.
Why all of a sudden is he
What
maybe
is
it's
he
not the same offense.
Hold on, but what has he done?
Yeah, it doesn't mean that's the same offense.
Probably some rapey shit.
That's case to case.
Who knows
That's
if it's
case to
racial?
case.
It
That's
doesn't even
case
have
to
to be
case.
rapey shit. That's what I'm saying. It could have been.
I'm just saying, to an adult man with children, it sounds a little scary.
No, it was literally like I think he had like an assault with a deadly weapon, and then he had. Like,
Oh, is that it?
no, but that's not the point.
He just murdered somebody. It's no big deal.
Assault with a deadly weapon doesn't mean murder.
I'm exaggerating with something that's also ridiculous.
But even if he had a murder charge, right? Even if he had a murder charge, did the time. Let's say he committed manslaughter. Did the time, came home. Does he have no possibility of being rehabilitated into modern society?
Let me ask you a question. Would you be
Yeah,
okay
the
with
jail
your
system
child going
really
with that
rehabilitates
person?
Not my
Hold
child.
on, hold on.
Why? Why not?
Because that's my child.
Hold
But
on,
he
hold
could
on.
be rehabilitated. Why not?
But I would allow myself to be around that person.
Which how motherfuckers
Why?
not about to do is
Why?
argue on this bitch.
No. What I'm saying is that
It's just a loud discussion.
No. This was like outside. But this was like outside of a Walmart. This isn't like, oh, he gallivanted off with these kids. Like they were selling candy. He was like, all right, I'm gonna help y'all sell this candy.
All right.
It could be innocent. It could also be fucking weird.
Right, and yes, it could look
But
like
would
me
you
both
take
ways.
a chance with your child?
If I was there and this gentleman came up and helped my kids sell their candy, yes, I would be like, you know what?
Oh,
It's
yeah, but
that's
that's
like
what
all
I'm
these
talking
kids
about.
that
That's
be
what
coming
I'm
home from
talking about.
school with them little brick ass.
Yeah, the candies. That's what I'm saying. That's what,
caramel. and
that's
shit.
what they were selling.
Hey, so what the hell was wrong?
Yeah, you straight up paying $20.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, yo, look.
Right.
Like, give me the motherfucking box.
Caramel.
How much to put a whole box? What you got left?
Yes,
Damn, you only got the dark chocolate ones?
Fuck it. Right.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
my
even
God.
want no more.
Fuck it, bro.
What? Milk chocolate and
Yeah,
shit.
the milk. Yes.
Yeah.
Milk chocolate
Milk
and shit.
chocolate. You
The
only
one-
have
the
the
one,
dark
the
chocolate
crunchy
one?
one.
Right. The crunch. Oh. Well, okay. So my point is,
I like the dark chocolate.
after somebody has already done their time,
Fuck you.
yeah, after somebody has already done their time, with the crime, you did the crime, you did the time.
Yeah.
Do you believe in rehabilitation?
Unfortunately,
Wait.
To me, it
One
depends on
at
the
a time.
crime.
One at a time.
It depends on the crime.
First one. What she say?
Depends on the crime.
What you say?
unfortunately, it's all on a case-to-case matter.
All right.
Right.
What I say,
Depends.
rehabilitation can happen. Imprisoning motherfuckers don't, because the crime don't match the time. Like
Okay.
if a motherfucker,
Case-to-case matter.
No,
yeah,
because
definitely case to case matter,
Yeah.
but you gotta understand that this prison system wasn't meant for you.
right.
It was meant for
economics.
him or me.
It was
Right.
meant for economics,
Or-
period.
It
Yeah.
was definitely. What were the first police? The first police were these racist white people outside making sure that black people didn't run off their property.
Right.
Those were the first police.
Mhm.
That's what it was.
Literally. But what I'm saying,
So
and-
rehabilitation is imprisoning people, making them work for next to nothing, enslaving people, and then try to
Keyword.
reintroduce.
acclimate them to life.
Right.
Where it's like, okay, but they wouldn't be doing this if you didn't get to the root of the problem. So you shouldn't be imprisoning them. You should actually be taking each and every one of these people that did a crime to a psychologist so that they can be
Rehabilitated.
properly,
Yeah.
properly.
Unfortunately, instead of spending
Reintroduce.
money
No,
to
not
actually
properly reintroduced, but properly
Evaluated.
evaluated.
Yeah.
with, all right, this is what the fuck you did, and this is why it was wrong.
Okay, all right. So let's say what I'm talking about after they come home. When they come home, should they like have a badge to be like, okay, let me wear my evaluation on my sleeve so that people can judge me from afar instead of judging me up
Nobody
close?
should be doing that to anybody because it's like
That's what I'm trying to say. That's the nitty gritty I'm trying to get to. Is that if you're asking for rehabilitation, obviously you cannot see the rehabilitation per case. When these people are reintroduced to society, what do we do with them? Do we throw them on another on an isolated island like Australia was at one point in time?
Oh no!
But that's what I'm asking. What do you do with?
you let them go back to fucking work? You don't sit there and just because a motherfucker got a felony, just fucking
you let them go back to work
because again, what does it come to? That appearance. Because hold on, check me out though. Right. When a motherfucker has that appearance, right?
Right.
Motherfucker that just came out of jail ain't gonna be sitting here looking like you. He gonna be sitting there looking like me in a polo, in a dress.
Right. Trying to get it together. Yeah.
Why? Because the motherfucker wants to have the appearance of safe.
Right.
Motherfucker is safe. Safe is that.
Yeah, but if you're covered,
no offense, that Caucasian look of polo, khakis, and some shoes.
Yeah, but if you're covered in face tattoos, can you still do that?
If a motherfucker comes in with polos, khakis, and some fucking dress shoes, Dockers, whatever the fuck, bro. If he's at least trying at that level, bro, you gotta give it to him.
Right.
You gotta give it to him, bro.
Right.
Because at the end of the day,
face tattoos and all.
Face tattoos and all, bro.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Matter.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Again, there's a safe appearance, and then there's a I don't give a fuck appearance.
Right. Well, no, he doesn't have a I don't give a fuck appearance, but not at this point. He could be covered in tattoos, and that's
right. And that is the epitome of the I don't give a fuck appearance.
No.
Hold on. Let's ask the man. Gio, do you give a fuck?
Listen.
Hold on.
But he's white.
Simple yes or no.
He's white, not giving a fuck. It's not the same thing.
No. But Gio, do you give a fuck?
What you have to understand
Gio, do you give a fuck?
I have never given a fuck.
But he's always had the availability.
No!
But he's always had the availability.
But here's the difference.
Why? Yeah, you don't give a fuck because you never had
okay. I sat quietly knowing where you were coming from and where you were going to go with this.
Thank you.
Okay? Give me my time right now.
No, nigga.
Like, on some G shit, like, at any given time, I could dress like
to the nines.
I could dress like fucking Crown
because we experienced this shit firsthand when we went to go groomsmen shopping and shit like that. And what the hell did I say?
By the way,
don't give the location.
He definitely.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna.
I don't know what he's doing, but we doing it, and this is probably the only time I'm gonna do it. Bachelor party and shit.
Bachelor party, all that shit. But look,
we definitely had a
prime example. It was a prime example. Dude looked at me, looked at my niece, who was a lesbian, looked at him, sized us all the fuck up.
Yeah. Right.
Granted, I was dressed to the nines.
Right.
So I'm at least expecting a little bit of respect.
Right. Five G's in the pocket.
Looked at him.
Dog.
But that's my dog. That's my dog right there. You looked at him, sized him the fuck up. Oh, yeah. This is fucking $1,000. You wouldn't afford this. The fuck?
They said that?
Real life. Threw the shit to the side.
You wouldn't be interested into this.
I'm sitting there talking to his niece.
What?
I'm talking to his niece, and I look over and I see everything like I see a shift in just the energy.
You know what I mean?
Like conversation,
just facial energy.
Hey, like my body temperature literally rose. Like if you were within a 3 feet circumference of me, you felt that heat. Why? Because, dude, I've lived this life too long. Nigga, I've done this shit. I've done that shit. I've done dumb shit. I've done good shit. Thank God the good shit outweighs the dumb shit that I've done. And I'm in the position where I'm at right now. But here goes the shit, bro. You're not gonna fucking sit here and disrespect me or the people that I'm with. Bro, I don't give a motherfucker who the hell you think you are. Nigga, if I'm coming to fucking any dealership or any fucking thing and I'm interested in a specific thing,
mind you,
nigga, you better show me the motherfucking respect I deserve.
Facts.
Like,
yeah, but especially if I'm fucking coming correct. I'm coming dressed up.
Right.
I was buying everybody's suits that day.
Yeah,
but the respect.
And the thing was, the motherfucker that looked the worst out of everybody had the fucking biggest bank out of everybody.
All right, no.
The nigga that went in there with a fucking tank top and that bike chain could have bought the whole shit. Yeah, you should have judged the shit, but again, that's why I told him. Unfortunately, society ain't ready for that shit right now. So you gotta fucking dress safe.
Right.
You gotta fucking do that shit. Yeah. Now we're fucking being a little bit more open-minded about shit. Oh yeah, you can't be this, you can't do this, don't judge people and all, all the stuff.
Right.
Respect to all the groups out there. But here goes the thing though. Society's always gonna be the same shit.
Facts.
There's always gonna be a whole bunch of motherfuckers judging and fucking doing that shit. So you gotta think like they think. You gotta dress like they dress.
So when this happened and he said that, what was your reaction?
Walk the fuck out, call corporate.
Yo, this nigga.
Okay.
That's exactly
Hey,
what the fuck I
hey,
did.
on some legit straight shit. This nigga looked at us. I felt the change in energy. This nigga
Immediately,
looked at us,
bro.
said, yo, I need to talk to you guys outside. I didn't know what was going on.
I said,
snap.
Hold on, pause.
Let's
The
go.
man was in the middle of a conversation, dog. I didn't even let Buddy finish. I was like, hold on 1 second. Put my fucking hand in his face. Hold on 1 second. Hey, let's go outside. I need to talk to you guys real quick. Get the fuck in the car. We bounce.
Yeah, we out.
Shit like that.
We
Went
out.
to the next place. Same establishment. Went to the next place. Picked out her suits. All this shit.
Straight up.
Had full conversation.
Full conversation.
No
Dude
problem.
was the coolest motherfucker
Business
alive.
exchanges
Business
and
and
everything,
all, bro.
bro.
Business and
Business
all, bro.
exchanges and everything.
That's how it should be. That's how it
Oh,
should be.
it was awesome.
At the same establishment, just a different location.
Right.
Why? Because what was the difference? I told this man the simple
It
thing.
was appearance.
It was appearance. I told this man, yo, put on this shirt. Walks in there, same people, different
He
establishment.
literally. Okay, I was in a tank top and my skinny jeans.
Right.
Okay.
You went
When we
in first wearing
walked
clothes.
He
Right.
went in there
When we went
looking
into the
funny.
second place, this nigga told me to put my shirt on, and literally the shirt changed
The whole dynamic.
Oh, I would have left
Yeah.
the tank top on and still let's
See,
see the
but
difference.
that's what-
It would have been a
That's what I
good
would've-
test.
Yeah, I would've-
Because it would have
I
been the
would've
same
wanted to
situation.
test
If that was like on some secret
It's
shopper
so
shit,
cool, yeah.
that store would have been fucked.
Oh yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
would've been fucked.
it legit happened that way.
No, I
Like,
believe
I was
it.
wearing my
That's so
Perry,
crazy.
I was wearing my Perry Ellis. Yes, I spent fucking like $20 on them motherfuckers. But goddammit, I front. It's Perry Ellis, nigga.
It's
I'm
right,
a puff
right.
some bags. I
Yeah.
only got $20 in my pocket. All right.
All right, so look, let's round this off. I mean, any last thoughts? Any final thoughts?
I mean, we definitely been running this for a minute.
No, we're about
Oh
to hit
yeah, because the fucking
No, we're we're about to hit an hour. No, we're hitting an hour on the clock anyway. But I just want to, I mean, I don't know,
dog,
you guys are
what you
coming
think?
down. I mean, it's,
Thank you
I,
for coming down, bitch. We ain't come down just for this.
no, I know, but you guys did come down and contribute, and that's why I appreciate y'all. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got any final thoughts besides what we're just talking about? Just
Final thoughts. What you think about baby showers and shit? Should families be in separate places?
No, it should be in the same room.
Definitely do not
All
order.
hitting each other.
On the final thought.
This is gonna be a whole other conversation.
Oh,
We
yeah.
spent
We got
$175.
You got 15 minutes?
We have 15 minutes to talk
shit.
about this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Welcome to the Inebriated Podcast. Here we go. Welcome to the Inebriated Podcast.
Do not spend $175 on a fucking porta potty at your fucking baby shower, bro.
Facts.
God damn, bro. This fucking drama.
Facts. No,
All right, let's just talk about that real quick. Because definitely that shit has been like on my mind. And
we love our dog. We love our dog that had the baby shower, but we know that it was a little bit. It was fucked up.
it was definitely awkward.
We felt the tension in the air. I was unbeknownst to a particular aspect of.
I know, and I definitely probably fucked up by saying it, but
Yeah, I did not know that was
that
actually
occurred.
occurring.
I mean, look, it's. I ain't even gonna do it, bro.
That's all right.
I ain't even gonna do it.
So we went to this beautiful baby shower. You know, the decor was elaborate. It was themed.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? There were people there. People showed up with gifts.
If you gonna do it at the
Right.
time of the thing.
Right.
Like, bro,
Right.
all that should have been done at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Not when you tell people to show up.
Right.
And motherfuckers should have been passed out of the damn car. Motherfuckers.
This way. And so, and so unbeknownst to me, I mean, we try to make the best of it, and obviously there were some aspects that weren't particularly in our favor, or we were not being favored at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there was food, there was a couple drinks.
That's mine.
There was food, there was a couple drinks, but there was an aspect that just didn't feel right.
Yeah, my bad, bro. I mean, I ain't even know how to bring that up because it's like, dog, I ain't even know how to feel at that moment.
Yeah, no. Once you learn the truth.
Yeah, dude. Like, once you learn the truth, it's like, bro, certain things are done for certain reasons, and I understand this, but it's like, at any reunion, family or friends, whatever, you know, it just should be an equal amount of respect.
Right.
You know, at that point, there should be no selfishness, there should be none of that stuff. Just fucking...
Right, and things just went out of hand for a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it wasn't even like...
It wasn't out of hand.
It wasn't out of hand. It was just out of pocket. Like,
you know,
motherfuckers just wasn't really acting appropriately for the things
for the occasion. Right.
See, y'all left early too, and
right. I just wanted him to open the presents and then go.
And at the end, I mean,
like,
everything happened. You know what I mean? But
how much longer did you stay?
I was there until like I left like 2.5 hours after.
No, it could have been, bro. It could have been.
3 cups of Hennessy.
Why? It could have been.
By the way,
motherfucker,
broadcast, like, I've been drinking.
Bitch podcast.
Yeah, it's alright, broadcast.
Listen to the voice, the tones, nigga, by the way. That's going to be a soundtrack later.
Listen to my tone.
Listen to the tone.
But,
that's your title of the episode.
Listen to my tones, all head ass.
Straight up.
Well, it's going to be the title. It's going to be 2 titles.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Orlando friends with the voice and tones.
Orlando, bitch, I'm the only one that lives in Orlando. That fucking lives in
It's
Tampa.
the same shit.
It's not. Tampa,
It's not the same, but it's the same.
Yeah.
As far as distance is concerned, for
nigga, it takes 8 hours to get the fuck out of Florida from Miami.
Yeah, but Tampa and Orlando are both 3 hours apart.
No,
from South Florida.
No.
How long did it take to get to Tampa?
Tampa is technically 4 hours.
No way.
Yes, it is.
5 hours. Nigga.
Technically, from here where we sit,
off the crib,
to
from here where we sit to I-75 and I-4,
right,
is just under 4 hours. 3 hours and about
change.
50 minutes.
Okay, Orlando, your crib.
Orlando.
I live in North Orlando. Nigga.
Okay,
Yeah,
it doesn't even matter. It's still Orlando.
This
No,
is south of Broward. This is the southernmost point of
to get to Disney World from where we're at is what, 3 hours and like 18 minutes?
Something like that.
So like,
no, to Disney World?
Yeah.
No, it's like
Disney
2.5.
World, you could literally get there to Disney World in about 2:40.
Nah.
240.
Yes.
I'm 45
From
minutes
right
away.
here.
I'll look it up right now. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Nigga, I've been traveling the fucking whole Florida, dude. Like,
Yeah, nigga.
You
You need
Disney
to
World,
look.
184
Whatever you
miles.
looking for, G. Hey, look. Whatever you looking for, nigga, you need to find it. Cause
No, bro. 3 hours.
Shit, bitch.
3 hours and 33
You get this
minutes
shit
right
on
now.
point.
At this time, right now. If you leave right now, and this is 11:30 at night. So 3 hours and 33 minutes. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all full of shit. And that's doing
3 hours and 30 minutes.
That's doing all the speed limits.
So your
So that's
house.
the thing. Nobody does the speed limit. So it's like you kind of have to deduct a little bit of time.
I did kind of get here in like 3 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Going 300 miles an hour.
And that's different.
I'm in
And
the
that fucking little putt
I
putt.
can't go over fucking.
And that little motherfucking putt
That's what I'm
putt.
saying. So to his Tampa and to your Orlando is kind of really the same distance.
No.
Not in the same direction. I'm just saying as far as distance is concerned.
And mileage wise, yeah, it's just about the
So
same.
that's what I'm saying.
It is. Because from where I'm staying at right now in Tampa to
Right.
here is 189 miles.
And that's 184. So 5 more miles away. That's what I'm saying. Boom,
You
shaka.
Okay, well, anyway, what was the reason for bringing
He
that up?
fucking won that one.
No. Like with
Barely.
He definitely-
damn, I didn't even have a fucking point.
It wasn't
You
no
were-
point.
There was one initially.
There was one. I'll go back and
The
check.
point is,
it's
motherfuckers believe in
3:17 to
yourself.
go to my house.
Okay, so it's even shorter than Disney Orlando.
No.
I just showed you it was 318,
Well,
bro.
isn't Disney south of where you live?
Exactly. It's like hella south from
I just showed you Google Maps.
Well, bitch,
318.
I'm going off of fucking.
I mean,
the Apple
333.
ones. So you're saying Universal?
Hey, this is
No,
part of the
Disney
podcast
World.
Where you pull out your phones, people.
No.
Start.
No, everybody
If you
comes on
find
and
the
tries to fact
answer,
check me.
please leave the comments below.
It's 3 hours and 4
It
minutes.
will happen just like that. You guys can
That's how I'll be
follow
with
it
the
later.
turnpike. I probably took off tolls.
So it's
Well,
30
of
minutes
course.
difference, basically.
Yeah, it's about 30-minute difference from.
Yeah, but I took off the tolls because the fucking niggas are thieves. But my whole point is that I'm really grateful for you guys joining us and even coming down all the way from 3 hours and whatever fucking minutes.
3 hours.
Oh, well, we're gonna go to the nightclub right now, and then
nightclub.
We'll
we
see.
gotta go finish some
Yeah, we gotta go finish some bottles.
Yes.
So,
Bottles, plural.
yeah.
So what is it? Crown and Patron.
Crown of Patron.
Yeah.
Fucking Crown and Patron.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, we starting that shit off. All right, so look, we gonna catch y'all motherfuckers next time.
Boom. Anybody last words? Last words?
Straight up, nigga, be yourself, D. Boom. Fuck that.
Don't be judgmental assholes.
There you go. And thank you, everybody. This has been another episode of the Inebriated Podcast. Check us out on our Patreon. Check us out on our Facebook, Instagram, all social media platforms. We're on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Patreon. Definitely go to our Patreon at theinebriatedpodcast.com. Instagram, theinebriatedpodcast.com. You can go check out these guys and this young lady. Also on Instagram, we got Gio. What's your hashtag?
Buddhafly69 on Instagram, and then Giovanni Velez. Hell, y'all want to call me 786? Fuck, that was like straight up.
786-262-4489.
That's
all right,
look. Like, call me.
No, and so take.
Leave a message if I don't answer, I won't answer you, though.
All right.
I want none of that.
Well,
That's all for you.
Well,
That's
no,
all for
because,
you.
you know what I'm saying?
Look, just like and support the man, dog.
Boom.
Look, my dog doing this shit. He's making positive moves, bro. You know, just come here, get drunk with the motherfucker, talk shit on this shit, and watch what the fuck you just was saying. Like, it's it's simple. It's so simple, it's beautiful. Like, just do this shit, bro. Support all your local artists. Stay positive and just fucking just keep the shit pushing, dog. As long as you make your goals and you fucking accomplish them, nigga, you're gonna be straight.
Boom.
Bless.
This is another episode of the Inebriated Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Boom.
And that's how you.